minutes ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Burrow looking to pass. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. An extra point by McCain, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Looking for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Jets 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give running left is Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And Burrow going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the... Now a hit and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Breida, he'll try the right side. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First carry for James Conner, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Three down. Mike 12. Mike 12. Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
24's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 24's the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. B.J. Hill in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. McPherson's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a give coming right is Breida. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
66. Pull it hard. Watch his ready, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On one, ready?
34's Mike, he's coming. Check in, check in.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike, 11.
From the 17, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They're passing here. Joe Burrow out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer. Picks it up for the first down.
The Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, Matt Breida actually had the fastest play of 2019, hitting 22.3 miles an hour on an 83-yard touchdown run, and he was moving here too.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Burrow on play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Third and 2, now Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
On, ready? 11 MP,
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Airing one out for Boyd. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action with Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
22 chip bomber.
They run again with Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Here we go. Ready?
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Wilson.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll go underneath here to his running back. Catch is made. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 2nd down and 4, Wilson rolling to his right. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Buying time to his left. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Three down. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey.
Now a give to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.